You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call. This call is from. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Hello?
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Okay.
This phone call is only 5 minutes, so I'm going to have to call you back when this phone call is up. You hear me?
Okay. That's
All
fine.
right. Now, where do you want to start from?
Well, where we ended from, I think it was when you was down. You had just got down in Oklahoma, and we was going to talk about
relationship was I in?
yeah, what kind of relationships were you in? You said you was dating girls and guys.
Exactly. Well, I mostly was, listen, honestly and truthfully, when I first got down to Oklahoma, I didn't really know nobody, and I went to the club up in Tulsa, which is a bi club. And so I met this chick. She's cool. I really didn't date her. You know what I'm trying to say? She had a girlfriend,
Mm-hmm.
and I was looking for to get into the scene. So she kind of introduced me to the scene, the gay scene around Tulsa. I never really dated her, nothing or messed around with her, nothing like that. We just kicked it as far as in our little groups. So she was kind of my little bring to mama house, acting like I had a girlfriend type chick.
Right.
You get my point?
Yeah.
You know my mom. Come on now, you know my mom.
Right. You have to put up that front. Mm-hmm.
One of them, what they call themselves now, transgender people.
Right.
Yeah, my mom ain't going for none of that.
Oh,
They
no.
walk around with breasts, tight clothes.
Oh, so it was a
They ain't going for none of that.
So it was a transgender that you met.
Well, he was wonderful. He was from Muskogee.
Uh-huh.
He went to school. He got his nursing degree. He had a bachelor's degree in nursing. And I ain't gonna say his name because I really don't want to put it.
Oh yeah. Don't say his name.
We
Yeah.
still talk. We still talk. Even now, we still talk, and we still friends and everything. I still write him. He writes me. I don't really ask him for anything, but for the last, I can say 8 years, on my birthday and Christmas, he always sends me a little change. But other than that, we write each other, and every 2 weeks he sends me a letter for that.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 week I'm writing him, the next week he's writing me back. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. So when you said girlfriend, that's who you were referring to, the transgender?
Well, she introduced me to the scene. I met the guy on my own at the club, at another club.
Okay.
But you don't know the scene. Kind of like if you dated, you like guys. You know how you have to go around, and if you somewhere new, you got to find somebody to show you around town and see how you can adapt to the scenery.
Right, so you can get around the right people that you know are interested in the same thing that you're interested in.
Right, there you go. See, I knew you was sharp.
Okay, so then what happened after you met the transgender? You met another guy?
Well, we were together.
Okay.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Well, I'm going to have to call you back and we'll finish this conversation.
Okay. All right, call me right back.
I'm going to call you right back.
Okay.
Anyway, so like I was telling you, okay, now me and him are still friends, don't get it twisted. But see, I don't know if you know the gay scene very well, but it's a lot of partying and a lot of drugs and a lot of just people kind of inadequate people. So people use the gay scene. A lot of people use drugs to kind of escape from reality.
Okay.
I don't know if that makes sense to you or not.
Yeah, it does. And were you still using meth at that time, or?
What? No. Let me say this. I was with this white girl one night. Well, not a girl, it's a transgender, which we call her transition because she was ready to go overseas to get this operation.
Okay.
To get a fully, and then we got to partying one night, and I was snorting some cocaine, and she was like, "Nah, that right there ain't gonna get you where you want to go." So she pulled out a bag of meth, and I snorted it. And man, I had a lot of energy. I'm not gonna go into detail about the sexual prowessness of the situation, but needless to say, it got me roaring in my engines, and that's why I started my journey.
Yeah, I heard that meth has that effect on certain people.
Well, yeah, and it was the wrong effect because I got to spin it like a locomotive and couldn't control myself.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I would wake up 9 days later, still up and don't know what's going on, and
oh
and
Lord,
I would crash and burn, and then get back up after 18, 19 hours of sleep and ready to go spin the wheels again. Which, was a negative aspect of life.
Oh, wow. So the meth would keep you up for like a whole week?
Man, because you gotta understand something about me. I'm very friendly, so I need a lot of people, and I tend to talk people into giving me stuff for free because I'm really good at it. I'm a telemarketer here at work.
Oh, okay.
And I'm pretty good at it. You get what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I get it.
So my mouth is my hustle. So when I walk around people, I don't care who you are or what you got going on. I don't care if you got an MBA, a PhD. I'm really adverse about being able to communicate about a lot of stuff. It's just the way I am. Because in the military, I traveled a lot. So I got to meet different types of people. So I learned how to communicate very well. And people like that because I know a lot of words. I know how to use them in the sentence. And I know what they mean. And when it comes to politics and stuff, I'm pretty sharp. So, I tend to get in every circle, especially in the gay circles of intelligence. And gay people are very sharp.
I believe that. I have a few gay friends up here in Omaha. I believe that.
No, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not. But let me tell you something about me. I've come to a realization about myself and my character. I'm not really caring about whether people like me, dislike me, approve of me, disapprove. And that's not my characterization of my life. My life is about self-spirituality. Whatever I believe about me is okay with me. It's not about. That's why I'm cool with this interview because I'm an open book anyway. Who cares? People gonna like it or don't like it.
Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate you being transparent for the interview. I really do.
But here's the thing. You're either going to love yourself or hate yourself. And that's really on you. Something's wrong with your mentality when you hate who you are.
Right.
I ain't meaning that to try to pass judgment on the next person. But self-assurity is part of success. When you're assured, people feel it and hear it in your voice, your tone, your actions, your speech, your mental process, and your preparation on how you go about your life. These are things I've been reading a lot of books. Business, spiritual, insight. And this is my mentality. I'm going to go out there and whatever I need to do as far as positive to become who I need to be, that's where I'm going. I'll be taking political surveys at work. You'd be surprised how many people, the only thing they know is what they hear on the news. They don't go research what these people be saying or nothing.
Yeah, they just run with what they hear.
Saying they believe it. If Trump saying it's right.
Yep, they hear something, they run with it and start spreading it.
That's why, that's like when I got involved in drugs, I was one of them people. I was lost. I just whatever I thought was cool and wanted to be part of the scene. Yeah, that's what I did. I got part of the scene. But here's the thing: I found out that wasn't the whole scene. Now I know that there's big communities of political activists that's gay, people that's important in life that's gay. And instead of me involving myself in that part of life, I jumped to the first group that was accepting.
Instead of kind of spraying your rings.
Not to be judged by the church folks.
Were you going to church still down there? Like, I knew you weren't.
Absolutely not. Is you crazy? I'm not no church. Please, I'm out here partying and chasing men. What the hell wrong with you? Why are you asking a crazy question?
Well, I know that you weren't living right by your mom who was pastoring down there, but I just thought maybe you might visit down there sometime.
Let me tell you something. I love my mother as a mother. As a pastor, she's not my pastor. Me and her don't share the same spiritual values. And she's got her life and I got mine. Okay. That may sound rough to you, but that's how I live.
Oh, I get it. I absolutely understand. Absolutely.
I do believe in God, if that's what you're asking me, but I just believe in my type of God. God doesn't hate me because I'm a homosexual or I kiss a man. Now, if that's the type of God y'all want to believe in, y'all crazy. God is love. He's agape love. Why would he hate me because I'm different than you?
Right, yeah, I don't believe he hates anybody because of that. I mean, really...
But this is what a lot of people want to teach other people, though.
I know, and that's why a lot of people don't go to church anymore.
Well, I believe in church. I go to the Wiccan church, which is a little different than what you guys believe, because we believe in different gods.
Right. Or they choose that route and find a church that, they feel comfortable in, Yeah,
I don't like listening to people trying to go, you're going to hell for this, you're going to hell for that. I don't want to hear that.
And that's all we heard when we was growing up. That's all we heard. Well,
Yeah, and that's not what I live by.
Mhm.
If you notice me, I was always a kind person, and now I got back to being that person. In 2012, when I got off drugs, I started delving into a lot of different self-improvement, and I've stayed that way. You know, I've had a job at every yard I've ever been at.
Mhm.
I've stayed mostly on level 4, which is the highest level you can complete.
Oh,
As
that's
far as
awesome.
character, and that's just me. I don't get down with all the foolery. Don't get it twisted. If you put your hands on me, we're going to have to get an understanding.
Oh, sure
Other
enough.
than that,
Mhm.
I'm not no mean person.
Right. Yeah, I believe that. I know you were never
But
a mean
anyway.
person. Yeah.
But in that time period, yeah, I was wilding out. You know, I've been on for a long time period. I really, leading up to that, I was in and out of work, and I was easy to find a job because gay people know how to get a job.
Mhm.
There's so many different friends you could hook you up with this job, that job. Girl, I had a good job at Walmart Distribution Center. I had that job up until I got in trouble.
Mhm. Okay, so you was working there up until you had got arrested for this stint that you're doing now?
Yeah, but then what happened was, I ended up getting into it with my friend where I was staying at, and I ended up losing my truck because, you know, he had co-signed to get the truck, and he got hurt his feelings, so he had to repossess the truck. So, bam, that was my little transportation.
Mhm.
That's when I moved back down to Bartlesville, and as you know, me and Mary Logan was clashing. I really wasn't. I was there, but I wasn't there. And I ended up getting this job at a place called United Linen, and that's why I met that little old retard that I'm in here for. We was little smoking buddies and drinking buddies. Because I don't smoke weed. You know, that's not my thing. If it ain't a cigarette or some alcohol or some meth, I wasn't into it.
Mhm.
I
So,
was indulging other stuff.
oh, okay. And that was your buddy? So that was your buddy? Y'all was like real cool, real friends and stuff?
Yeah, we were just, because here's how cool we was. This is why I was mad at her for telling people something about some ring. When she needed to pass her piss, because we both worked at a temp service, when she needed to pass her piss test, I gave her my piss because it was clean. I was like, man, I'm sitting up here making sure you have a job to pay your rent. This is how you turn the story around and make these people think I'm a monster. I mean, you know, it's just kind of disheartening.
So were y'all friends or were y'all like dating? Or were y'all just, was it just, you know?
We was just, you know, come on, girl. You don't know what I mean. Like,
Friends with benefits.
Like drug buddies.
Okay. I got you.
Not sexual. Is you crazy?
I got you.
Yeah. I don't know woman.
Because that's right. You hadn't had a woman in like 10 years at that time.
Yeah, I like my split in the bag, not the front.
Oh, child.
Well, you want me to be honest? Or
Yes, I want you to be honest. I'm just, it's the way you said it was funny.
Well, that's the gay. If you had gay friends, you would hear them say that. I like my split in the back, not the front.
I know that's right. Okay. I got you. You're so crazy.
Let me say this. Listen, I don't want you to get the wrong impression of me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not opposed to dating a woman, but she has to be a certain type of woman for me. I
Okay.
don't hate women. I'm not mad at women because of what happened to me. I put myself in prison. I do want you to record that. I put myself in prison because I put myself in negative situations that I shouldn't have been in.
Okay.
I'm here because of my own inadequacies of being and accepting myself for who I am and what I am.
Mm-hmm.
That's my fault. Now, did the whole situation go down the way the transcript said? Absolutely not. But at the end of the day, I'm not one of these people that wants people to cry for me or boo-hoo for me. I'm fighting my case. I've never had a violent crime a day in my life, and I'm here for life sentence. Now tell me how fair that is.
Well, that's mighty big of you because a lot of people locked up, they would never say, it's my fault why I'm in here. They would try to pass the blame on somebody else.
Well, why should I? I mean, at the end of the day, ain't I the one doing the time?
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, okay. Well, there had to be a reason. I shouldn't have been there in the first place so that people couldn't put me in the negative light.
Yeah, that's true. So when all that went down, were you like high or were you like, was she high?
Yeah,
Was
we was kicking it. Now, let me tell you some cold stuff. I'm going to tell you some facts.
okay.
When They arrested me. Everything I told them in my interview, my interrogation interview, they found out to be true. They found a box blade that I told her she cut me on the hand with. They found the marijuana that she had smoking. She wouldn't even let them in her house. They had to get a warrant to search her home.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if somebody brutally raped you all night, why did you clean up your house before you call the police?
Mm-hmm.
Now, she has a brother that lives in Bartlesville. Why don't you call your brother? You called the landlord, and you and the landlord met the police. Now, here's the kicker to my whole case. If I'm the one who brutally beat you, raped you all night, how come my DNA wasn't found in you but another person, which they never investigated?
Mm.
Now, everything I'm telling you, you can download, look at my transcripts, and you can see that these are all factual statements.
Okay.
Now, is that fair to you?
Well, I don't understand why if somebody else's semen was found, they didn't investigate
Because
at all.
we are in a white, God-thumping state where if you black, you in this God-thumping doggone place,
Mm-hmm.
you know what they're going to do? They're going to put a white jury in front of you and let them judge you. Now, if they white-thumping jury members that know that you is a, in their eyes, weirdo because you're against God, what do you think they're going to feel like they should pass judgment on you? Oh, he's a deviant, he's a miscreant. Oh, yeah, let's go throw the book at him.
Well, that is the Bible thumping
Black
valley.
Lives Matter for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all really should start putting that out there. That really, if you ain't marching for Black Lives Matter, you really should, because even in the gay community, Black Lives Matter, we going through it just like everybody else. We got a magazine in Omaha called Black and Pink.
Mm-hmm. I heard of that.
For the gay Black Lives Matter movement.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I heard of
You
that.
guys, you really should start being a part of that, because y'all not realizing we are misrepresented just as well as the heterosexual black community.
Mm. And what's his name? Because
Right.
it's the Black and Pink sounds very familiar. I think I followed him on Facebook.
Yeah, he's a big old
He's he
queen.
heavy set? Yep.
Yeah.
And he always
What
make
about
like,
that?
and he make Facebook
Yeah,
live
you know.
videos. Mm-hmm. Yep,
That's my
I follow
guy,
him.
you know.
Yep,
I'm with that bull because I relate to what that is.
yep.
They were thinking about changing their name or something. I really hope they don't, because, you know, it's more so strong. Because Black and Pink is mostly about the blacks and other races all being together.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you explained that because I didn't know that it actually
you know.
stood for something. I just, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Hey, but listen, the time is almost up for this. I'll finish up the rest of this tomorrow if you were still at work or not.
But how about 4 p.m.?
That's a good time. That's an excellent time.
Okay.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Looking out for that, okay?
Okay, send it to me, okay?
All right.
All right. Talk to you later.